Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to describe the first scientific experiment that was ever done. It was performed by Galileo and he was trying to understand motion. What he wanted to know was that if you take a body and let it freely fall, how does it actually move? And to understand that, the first thing you would need is a way to capture or calculate time intervals. But in his time, there was no stopwatch or clock that was available. So he came up with an ingenious idea of using a water clock. That is, there is a source connected here and a valve which he could use as the start stop actions of a stop clock, and then by measuring the amount of water that has uh, filled the beaker, he can compute the amount of time interval. And the second thing is that a falling body actually falls very fast, so he would have no way to actually time the intervals quite well. So instead, he decided to use an inclined plane so that by adjusting this angle theta here, he can make the body roll faster or slower. And then he played around with this setup a lot and came up with very interesting observations. Uh, what he noted was that, let's say, between time interval 0 to t, the body moved the distance x. Then in t to 2t, it seems to move 3x. And then in 2t to 3t, 5x, and so on. And he was very delighted, in fact, to see this result, because it was one of the first instances where a human being had noticed that the laws of nature have some kind of mathematics in them. And when he wrote about this in his book, he actually quoted that the book of nature is written in mathematics. And this was very insightful as well, because it directly led to the laws of motion. If you ask what is the distance a body has traveled by time t, it would be something like x plus 3x plus 5x plus 7x up to tx. And if you see it this way, you would realize that these are just the sum of square numbers. So this in fact like comes out that d is proportional to t square. And with hindsight, we know that it was in fact true, because after Newton laws, this d we know for sure is like this. So his simple experiment and the simple observation which he made actually gave a very big clue into the laws of motion. And following him, Kepler and Newton developed a very comprehensive theory which we today understand as classical physics. Thank you.